Warning. Warning. UFO detected.
Hello and welcome to UFO Enemy Unknown. This is going to be a game that will be parallel to Kingdom Hearts, so I'll be doing both of them together. Well, not together, but, you know, kind of alternating-ish. This will be uploaded in a slightly different manner than I normally do, so it's going to be more sporadic. I will upload them as I record them, which means there could be a day where I upload 7, or there could be an entire week where I upload nothing. I apologize. However, I've never played this game before. I did some tests before I started this, obviously, as per usual. But I've never actually played UFO Enemy Unknown, or what is the other name for it? Shuttle, something, I don't know. XCOM UFO Defense or something like that, I think is the other name for it. Either way, never played it. We're going to play it on Veteran, despite that fact. And there's going to be something some of you might think moderately interesting about. And I think I have... No, I don't have hotkeys set up for that. I have to look into that. Some of you might find interesting. Those of you who signed up for the other game that was mentioned during a live stream, you can check the forum specifically for that. I will be using your names for this game as well. In fact, we could just make that a list in general and use people's names from that for everything that I can do. This will have your names as the soldiers, so if you want your name as a soldier, you can leave a comment, you can bugger Moomin about it in the chat on the forums, you can send him a message on the forums, or during a Twitch live stream, you can mention it, assuming I'm not doing anything else at all, or Moomin's actually there. Something along those lines. Moomin's the good guy. He records names and stuff for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna go down that list, and I will name people as soldiers in the game as I go down the list. So you're not going to get, you know, special treatment. There will be actually 2 people who get special treatment. The only special treatment they get is they get the right gender. Akasha can be female, because she's female, and Moomin can be male. That is the only special recognition that will be given. Everyone else will be random. And for ease of base operations, I'm going to name that Alpha. Now, this isn't actually going to have any real gameplay in it. This is going to be a relatively short video, because I'm going to go until I get the first kind of mission possibility, and then I'm going to stop, and then I will name soldiers the next time. We'll go and look at the soldiers right now. You can see they're all rookies. That's how they start. You are pretty darn good. So I would go through, you know, I actually don't know, quite frankly, if these are male or female. I thought there was a way to check that via this main thingamajigger. I thought you could see, like, a character or something. I don't know. Like a symbol or whatever. Either way, this is actually a decent group of people, except for this guy, because he's not very brave. Everyone else seems to be alright to me, given my limited knowledge. The only knowledge I have on this game is basically from what I can gather from the remake of it, XCOM Enemy Unknown, whenever that game came out, the new version. What I can gather from that, kind of ripping it backwards towards an older game, and what I know from watching Kakoskia play the game. Many, many times, in fact. Now keep in mind I haven't, memorized what Kakoskia does, or Kiko. I'm probably going to start calling him Kiko because it's easier. But one thing I do know is you want to have one entrance to your base, and I've seen him do this, is you build 2 hangars up there. And when I say one entrance to your base, I mean, one way to get down to the main chunk of your base. And I'm going to go ahead and build a large radar right there, and living quarters right there, because it sounds like a good idea to me. And those will be done in 25 and 16 days, those of you who don't know how to read that. I'll get rid of that small radar, and I'll get rid of these 2 extra hangars down here when the time comes. I don't think I'm going to get rid of that living quarters, although that allows 2 ways down into the main base area. But for now, I don't think I'm going to get rid of that living quarters. No missile defense, no general stores, I don't think. What we do need is, I believe we need 6 recruits. 6, yes, okay. Also, I should mention I'm using my capture card to do this. Why? Because I can, and it's a test, basically. Hopefully it does well. I'll have to figure out how to edit this kind of stuff together, but we'll see. We need 6 soldiers, and I'm going to go ahead and order a bunch of scientists. And by a bunch, I mean 15, so 1 off. That's going to be half of our current money, basically. I spent the other half building buildings. So those soldiers will arrive in so many days, and I'm actually going to sell stuff. And purchase stuff. Going to sell the pistol. Sell. I'm going to sell most of the pistol clips. I'm going to leave 1. It's a thing Kiko does, and we'll roll with it. And we're going to roll with rifles for now. No, don't sell those. I'm going to have to do some manufacturing or something along those lines for rifles. I don't like the heavy cannons or the auto cannons, despite the fact that that's in the intro. Small rockets, I don't care about. Grenades will keep. And smoke grenades will keep. And I think that's it. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and sell that. That's basically worth nothing, sadly. And we'll go in here, and we sell purchase rifles. Now we had, what, 2? I probably should have checked that. Actually, let's check real quick. What do you have on your equipment here? In fact, I probably should have done this before I actually sold everything, you imbecile. Let's check all the rifle clips. I don't care about the heavy cannons, I don't care about that. I do care about the grenades. We'll put all of the grenades on there. For now. So we have 8 rifles. We need... How many do we need? 6 more? So we shall purchase 6 more. And the subsequent clips involved with those. Although I think we have some spare clips anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab 12 clips. 2 clips per rifle. I think that's alright. I hope that's alright. I don't think we need any cannons or anything. We don't need any rocket launchers. I should probably get stun rods and electro flares. You know what? Let's get electro flares. 16 of those. I think that's the right amount of people. No, it's not. It's 14. 14 per thing-a-majig. And for now, I'm gonna skip on these stun rods. Electro flares are flares. That's just what they are. That's how that works. You're good. I guess I could sell that crap off while I'm here. It'll take a while for the other stuff to get here, so... Yay, setup time! Lengthened by the fact that I'm an idiot. Hooray! Good news, everybody. I think. Possibly. Okay. Basically nothing. Go back to the geoscape, and this is the geoscape. For those of you who watched my series from the newer XCOM, it's, it's a bit more complex. Little blue square is my base, little yellow squares are alien bases, little red dots are alien shuttles, or ships, or whatnot, UFOs. Little blue dots are my own planes flying around doing their thing. This is the time and day, date, stuff like that. And this is the speed at which it will progress. So you can progress 1 day every tick. I don't quite know how long a tick is. I think it's just every second. Or 5 seconds, 1 minute, that kind of stuff. There's the intercepts, so you can tell your planes to do what you want, bases. And you can have that many bases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases is how many you can have. All over the place. UFOpedia, which will tell you everything you need to know about stuff. Options, which is options, and funding, which will tell you your current funding per month, I believe is what that is. And of course no funding change because nothing has occurred because we just started. So we'll go ahead and fast forward a bit. Fast forward a bit more than that. In fact, just go ahead and go an hour at a time, why not? We got our rifles, our rifle clips, and our electro flares, but I'm waiting for the soldiers to arrive. And you know what I didn't do because I'm an idiot? I did everything else I wanted to do, but I forgot to start researching laser weapons. You imbecile. Thankfully that doesn't take too long to research, but that's going to set me back a bit. And there's our new dudes and new scientists. So we can go into research and add more scientists to make up for lost time. Although it's not really lost time, but hey. We can't fit any more people until that living quarters is done. I don't remember how many people per living quarters you can fit, but it's a decent amount. We shall equip our craft with our new dudes. By the way, if I don't have names to fill these people with, I will just leave them as their default name. They can be whatever they want. So, 14 of those, and 28 of those. We got 4 extra clips. That's fine. Grenades are all stacked up. You can stack up those. I don't really think I'm going to use grenades, but we may as well keep it there. We can fit it, so we have no armor. So everyone is armorless as of right now. It's fine, I suppose. It's early game, so we won't be facing anything too terribly complicated, or too difficult. And this happens sometimes a lot in, the original XCOM, where literally nothing will happen. There's a UFO! And it's right next to me. However, I must do something prior to that. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. We need laser pistols. I'm not actually going to use laser pistols because we can research laser rifles relatively shortly after that. However, let us intercept this UFO of shape and size that I've forgotten already since I saw it 20 seconds ago or something. And he's off! And he's catched him, and now we zoom in and we go an aggressive attack, and it's a kind of a large one actually. And it crash land. I think that may be a small one. I don't know the shapes actually very well. So he has crash landed. There's the crash site. Small is the size, it turns out. Altitude is ground. Really? Oh, really? So that's the thing. So the next thing we would have to do is we'd have to send out our newly equipped craft with all of our soldiers in it to attack thine enemy. However, I've not named them yet, and I would like to name them before we start heading into battle. So people can't pick someone and be, yo, I want to be this guy. No, that's not how that works. So if you want to be named, I'll actually go ahead and rip the names in order from the list that Moomin has already made, and I will continue ripping them in order from that list so long as he keeps it updated, and I do greatly appreciate him doing that, so thank you, Moomin. So yeah, comment in the sections if you would like to be named, and I will proceed to name people as I see fit and as they are ordered. The other game that was mentioned during a Twitch live stream, for those of you who were there, that involved naming, will come after Kingdom Hearts, and I will use that same name list, and I will do the same thing, where I just go down in order with the names and name people as things occur. So, with that being said, I thank you for watching, and me and my XCOM operatives, who are soon to be renamed into something less, probably more awkward, quite frankly, is how this works at this point, YouTube usernames and whatnot. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.